Well, Hamid, I'm so grateful and so pleased with your work and you're doing this. I actually think this book is very useful and that it's very difficult for people. A lot of it's conceptual. You have to think in concepts and then take them through to techniques. But I think this is what is required. Is that you can think first, what's this concept I need about water? Slow it down. How? I'll work that out in a minute, but I know I have to slow it down. So you take your concept, then you work out the appropriate technique. I've got to feed my soil, concept. I might use worm castings or I might use chicken manure. That's the practical. But this is getting concepts into people's mind, change their thinking.
Yeah, the thing is, the problem we face in Bangladesh when I was actually becoming interested about permaculture, what I saw is, yes, people here, they don't really think about things. They just go, try to just copy someone that, hey, he is doing this technique, that technique. They try to actually memorize the technique. They write it. It's only the techniques, and they go without knowing that land and other things. They're just going. And after that, when the technique is not working for them, they are blaming the technique. That only there's what they were saying, that permaculture, no, this is not for us. That straightcut word, this is not for us. This is not for Bangladesh. It can't work here. So that words, that negative words, I was always facing. So I tried, I'm still trying that, yes, how I can actually understand it from my perspective, from my country perspective, that yes, this is for everyone. We could actually, we have something in this field. So actually, what I see in my life is, yes, actually making it accessible for everyone. So that everyone from their perspective, they're actually understanding it and they're doing works after thinking, not, just copying the techniques and other things. And going through a very economic collapse. Like these things is happening that like agriculture is now a really is becoming a villain here for everyone, that also for us, like whom are actually educated class. They think, agriculture, this is not for us. They can't plant a tree also or something like that. So that monstrous things that I can actually grow my own food, that constant pressure that, yes, you can't grow your own food, only farmers will do, and farmers will do what we will say, that yes, you have to give this and that things. This will work like that. But yes, that shackle in Bangladesh, yes, I think I'm looking forward to that. Yes, we can grow our own foods. Everyone can grow their own foods.
Yeah.
And that fruits and their freedom, actually, after that, maybe that freedom will come.
There was a big article recently, I can't quite remember where I read it, saying the world's food supplies are heading for a big collapse.
Yeah.
Partly to do with genetic modification, to do with disasters, to do with climate change, to do with population, that it's heading for a huge collapse. And the people who will be most valued are those who can not only grow food, but think about how to grow food if conditions change.
Conditions,
change, can you still grow food? You only learned one technique.
Our farmers, they used to have that. My grandfathers, I have seen a little, but yes, what I see that, yes, they actually understand the situation and they adapt. That word adaptation, maybe they used to have that much, but our generation, my father's generation, they just left it. They're just they think money, and yes, we will grow, we will buy. That buying and earning, that's it. But that whole adaptation word is gone. We don't want to adapt.
Coming back again, though, people used to say you need to be resilient.
Yeah.
Saying resilient is returning to the way you were before the disaster. Now they're saying adapt to that disaster. And that what people need to be able to do is look at the sky, look at the soils, look at the temperature, and make the right decision with that knowledge in their heads, not simply say, you know, when this is over, the big storm, everything will be all right. But adaptation is becoming the main thing that they're talking about in terms of disaster. How do we adapt to these new conditions? And of course, if you're stuck on techniques, it's not going to work. You have to stick what you can do as a principle: avoidance, endurance, what will work. You can't rely on resilience. You have to go back to adaptation. Varieties, soils, everything we do has to be adaptive to changing conditions.